I am doing chores. Oh my God, so many chores. Sweeping and mopping and dishes and counters and laundry and stuff like that. Why? Why am I doing all that? Well, I'm a mom and a housewife, along with being a YouTuber extraordinaire. And I'm getting my second dose of the vaccine tonight. And some of you may know that the last one went a little funny. We were okay, didn't end up in the hospital, which is wonderful. But if I hadn't have taken my prednisone and whatnot, it could have been much worse. So, so I am nervous, absolutely nervous. And now my husband is sick. He has the flu and woke up this morning puking and stuff like that. So it's like the most horrible timing. And no, I'm not going to reschedule my shot because I just want to get it over with. But I had hoped to have a lot more done ahead of time. I had wanted to do some extra dumpster diving so I could already have videos ready for you for this weekend. That didn't happen because Mariah was sick the other day with what I'm pretty sure is the same thing that my husband now has, which is just a flu. We're okay. But that's life. It just didn't happen. There's just too much going on. And then I was out of my ADD medication. And so there was that. Which I'm going to talk a little bit more about on Hi Alex on our grown-up channel, my very unfiltered grown-up channel, Frugal Mama's Timeout. I'll talk about that a little more later today. And the more uncommon just more unknown aspects of ADD and ADHD. Stay tuned. But anyway, so I've been doing chores like crazy. I'm sweating, glowing, sparkling because, oh, Lightning, hello, and happy birthday tomorrow, my darling. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess. I'm a bit of a mess today. Hello, Alyssa Boo Best. But hey, my kitchen floor is mopped. My dishes are done. My counters are clean. My table is clean. Hello, Paula. Hi, Judy. The kids have been helping to get stuff ready, but they also, of course, have school and homework and everything else. So it's kind of a bit of a mess. But hey, that's my life. You guys are used to that. Hello, Cindy, my darling. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, Cindy, I will be at the doctor myself tonight getting the second dose, which is have the title that we have. Oh, thank you, Judy. So yes, I am getting my second dose tonight, and I'm nervous, and where now my husband is sick, and I was counting on being able to just lay low for the next several days. That had been my plan. Yeah, Judy, thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you so much for reminding me. I've already taken prednisone and I'm going to take another dose before I go in. But yes, I need to take some painkillers, mild, of course, painkillers before. Yes, and hydrate. I'm picking up a bunch of Powerade right after this. I'm getting my grocery order, trying to get myself ready. Paula, I wish that were my situation as well, but it's not. You guys know I'm allergic to everything. And with the first dose, yes, it did go wonky as anticipated. Luckily, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. I didn't end up on the floor, but it was sketchy. And that is why I do, hi, Christina. Hello, Manuela. That is why I do have to do it in my family clinic, like my primary care, where they know my history. They have a crash cart, all of that for me, which I'm very lucky that I don't have to go to the hospital to do this, which I had assumed I would because I've had to for other injections. But this is just me reacting to chemical cleaners I've been cleaning. So anyway, so no, my circumstance, my experience is different than everyone else. Not everyone else's, but just don't base the vaccines or don't compare yours to mine or let mine dissuade you from getting the vaccine, because this is a circus. It's a circus. Barbara, that's wonderful. And hopefully that'll be my case, but I'm quite certain that it won't. Most of you know, and I should explain this. Otherwise, you guys are like, she's just being overly dramatic, but duh. Hi. Duh. I've had people say, you're so dramatic. Why are you so... because I was born that way. That's who I am. But with me, I don't even need to be overly dramatic about it. I have a long history of very severe allergic reactions. Hi, Frugal Living. Several anaphylaxis situations where my throat closed off, the world went black. I've been covered in hives on top of hives on top of hives. I've been hospitalized. I was on a chemo classified drug for 5 years because my immune response is so aggressive to my own body temperature. If it increases or decreases too quick, out in a rash and hives, and yes, my throat can close off. So so no, mine is a different situation. It's not just my usual melodrama or over dramatizing. No, mine really is. It is. Yeah. It just is what it is. And I've learned to deal with it and not let it run my life or take over my life. I used to carry an EpiPen on a lanyard everywhere I went, which draws a lot of attention and not the kind of attention that I normally want. That's unwanted attention, but it was also necessary, same as wearing a medic alert bracelet, which I need to start doing again. It's been a few years since I stopped wearing my medic alert bracelet. Many of you know I am deathly allergic to wasps and everything in that family, the Hymenoptera, etc. And have had, hi Stabies, thank you, Barbara, and have had some really dramatic, traumatic situations. My poor kids, hello Shatika, have been through so much. They've had, Olivia has had to give me my EpiPen. They've had to call for help for me. It sucks that they've had to see that. But I did learn to, you guys know that I love gardening. If you follow Frugal Family Flies Again, hi Renee, our vlog channel. I love gardening. It's one of the cruelest twists of fate. I love gardening, but I was paralyzed with fear for like at least a year to do any gardening after my worst wasp attack. Oh, Paula, it's okay. It's okay. I want to acknowledge the severity of the situation so that I don't get all the comments, oh, you're so this and you're so, because I get, it happens. It does. And it really, I'm a real life person and it hurts when people say shit like that, you know, it really hurts. After all I've been through and the fact that I'm still alive, it hurts getting those kind of comments. Not from you. But I just want to, you know, explain that so that I'm not getting those kinds of comments, although I still will. Hi, Phyllis. But I also want to explain it so that you understand why I'm so nervous, like, and frustrated, because I had it set up in my mind, knowing that the shot was going to be happening, knowing, you know, how things go for me. I wanted to have all the chores caught up. I wanted to have like meals planned ahead. I wanted to have videos ready ahead of time for here and the other channel. I wanted to have all that done. And then I ran out of my ADD medication. Mariah got sick at the same time. All these different things kind of combined for like the perfect storm. And you guys know, like I'm squirreling everywhere all the time anyway. So it like, I just want to explain myself because I know we have a lot of fantastic new viewers. Hello, we passed 19K, you guys. Oh my goodness sake. We passed 19,000 subscribers. And I know that for a lot of people, even though I know and my family knows and has attested to the fact that, no, this is me. I'm loud, I'm expressive, a lot of people don't know me yet, like most of you guys do. And they can get kind of confused or they're not sure. Is she real? No, this is real. This is me. And so they'll question, you know, just when you're getting to know someone, you're not kind of sure what their standard flavor is. And you're still, you know, picking up the notes and the hints and the whatever of that flavor. And Peggy, I feel you. Yeah, I've got the asthma too. Hardcore asthma. That's why I'm doing this is allergies and asthma because I've been cleaning the house, preparing for the shot, which of course involves cleaning materials. Lightning, that was really quick. You live up to your name. Hope your lunch was delicious and that you actually had time to taste it. But anyway, I just want to put those things out there and explain, mostly for our new viewers or our other longtime viewers who maybe have missed, hi, M Sharp, who have missed some of this other side, of our lives yeah. So anyway, that's why there's all that. And that is why we are having this live stream. And that's why I'm talking even faster than normal. I'm back on my ADD medication. And so my brain is, like, oh, geez, what are we doing here? And it's working on sorting that out. It's been, oh, thank you, M Sharp. I love that you watch. I've been off of it. I ran out of it about 5 days ago, which don't do that, guys. Go pick up your medicine. But anyhow, God damn it. Sorry, excuse me. But anyway, so now that I'm back on it this morning, I don't know how much you guys know about ADD or ADHD, but now I'm back on it. My brain is in the process of, okay, holy cow, let's figure this out. And it takes a day or two. Hello, dumpster diving Mo. Hi, Amy Goodrich. So it takes a couple of days for it to even back out. So you combine that with my nervousness about getting the shot tonight, and that's why this is going so freaking fast. So my apologies if you need to turn, if you're watching on the rebroadcast especially, and you need to slow the video down, I understand, and I'm not offended. I almost wasn't going to do this live stream today. I know I say that almost every week, but then I'm like, no. We are committed to this. Sometimes I feel like I should be committed, especially today. Good Lord. And we are doing our live streams every Thursday. You guys know this. Hello, Madalena. Welcome. Sorry, guys. Yeah, floor cleaner. But anyway, yeah, I didn't feel like doing it, but then I'm like, wait a minute. I need distraction. I know you guys know I'm always distracted anyway, but no, I needed distraction from all of that. The worry for tonight, for the second injection, the worry because my husband is sick and all of this is at the same time. Yeah, Ellen, if you happen to be watching or you watch this, I'm going to be getting in touch with you just so I have someone kind of on call or on hand, because if things go wonky with the shot and I'm not able to drive myself home, James, I mean, he maybe could come get me, but I don't know if he'll feel up to it. And he definitely wouldn't be allowed in the clinic to come in and get me. So I need to have somebody else, or if we just need help with the kids or whatever, you got to have someone else on hand. My mom is in Arizona right now. It's tricky. So I'm going to get in touch with my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, and then I will, Lightning. Hang in there, baby. Hang in. And I'm wearing my Oh Bother Winnie the Pooh shirt and my little Mickey necklace. Oh, yeah, getting the vibes going. But let's do the laundry first. Let's take care of chores first, my darling. Anyway, so I need, hi Vivian, hi Sharon. There's Diving with R5. Hi Crystal. I saw you message me and I will get back to you, but as you can see and feel and hear, it's been a morning. Well, you already know partly, but oh, Judy, no, it's not that. He's got the flu. He was puking his guts out. Yeah. Oh, it's nasty. Don't you hate hearing people barfing? It's the most horrible. Oh, good God. And it always makes you feel all bleh. But anyway, and then because of the protocol at work, he probably will be home 5 days, even though he'll probably feel better by tonight. Because of protocol right now, he won't be able to go back to work for several days. Sucks, but maybe that's a good thing in a way, especially if things go funny for me. I don't know. All I know is I needed some distraction. I needed to, have a break, step away. So yeah, I've been cleaning all morning. We're getting laundry done. I did have the kids help with tons of stuff yesterday and tons of stuff this morning. But there is so much more that needs to be done. As soon as we're done here, I'm off to pick up our grocery order. I also want to get a couple of videos made, like for the vlog channel and other things. Because I want to have the videos up. You guys know this is how hi Ellen, this is how I make, or Helen, sorry, my love, Helen. This is how I make my living. And as generous as you guys are with saying, take a break, take the time you need, it is my job. So I do need to put up videos. There's days on YouTube that doesn't exist. So I do need to get those videos made for the other channel, but not just because I need the video, because there's stuff that needs doing. We have a warm spell coming for a couple days right before a storm that's coming. And so there's stuff out in the yard. If you're not following Frugal Family Flies Again, please do. That's where I document my gardening adventures, where I tempt fate and all the wasps and embrace my love of gardening, knowing it could kill me. How dramatic is that? Anyway, that reminds me. Oh my God. Okay, so remember squirreling? We're squirreling. Speaking of allergies and stuff like that, I know, Crystal, I know, but I might be like just laying here for the next like 4 days anyway. So it's kind of, but jumping to another thing that just happened, shall we add? Let's add to the stress. Is it too early to drink? It probably is. Mariah, Mimi, my youngest, her birthday is next week. No, I don't give dates, but it is next week and I'm super excited. And hopefully I'll be, back up on the horse and ready to go because we have plans. But she got stung by a bee. Yes, luckily it was not a wasp because she is also allergic to those. I don't know that she's allergic to the extent that I am, but she got, a really good dose of my IgE reactions, and I passed that on to her, unfortunately. So I was in the bathroom downstairs doing my business, and the kids are yelling at me, and Mariah got stung, and I'm like, oh my God, I have never gotten out of the bathroom that fast, I don't think. Maybe once or twice, a couple other times. Once I was in labor though, so that's different. But anyway, and I'm running upstairs, which you guys know, Mama don't run, not on these knees. Same reason I don't hop in and out of dumpsters, guys. I'm getting better at lugging myself in and out, but I don't hop in and out of dumpsters. Please don't tell me I should hop in and out of dumpsters. That doesn't work. Unless you're going to come get me out. That'd be great. But anyway, so I come running up here. It's trauma. Hello, Rosemary from Joplin. Oh, I know about Joplin. We talk about that. Hi, Rachel. Who else did I miss? Manuela. Oh, Amanda, you guys are so great. You enablers. But anyhow, so I come running up here. Mimi off, but she's breathing and she looks good. And I look at, she got stung by a bee on the foot. They were out playing on the bouncy house that was saved from the dumpsters. And she got stung by a bee, and it looked like it was going to be all right. I know, Amanda, I know. So we treated it, extra allergy medication, applied topical medication, and then of course, just kept an eye on her, checked all of her stats and her SATs and whatever. If you have asthma or allergies, you know what I'm talking about. And she ended up being fine. But then yesterday evening, she had a delayed reaction, because of course she did. And I have lots of delayed reactions. When they tell you, oh, you just need to wait 15 or 30 minutes and then you'll know if you're going to have a reaction to something, it's not true for everyone. There are some of us, like me, who have very delayed reactions, where normally if you're going to go into anaphylaxis or have something awful happen because of something you took or ate or drank or whatever, or smelled, usually for most people, 15 minutes is enough time to know. Not for me. For me, it can be up to 3 days. Why? I don't know. No one's ever explained to me why it is that way. But that's how this circus, burning down circus with animals running everywhere, that's how this works. And apparently Mariah inherited some of that, because last night, bottom of her foot, this huge red, is still a local reaction though, just growing like crazy on her foot. So I, of course, was in panic mode up here, not outwardly, because I believe it or not, I do stay calm 75% of the time in dramatic situations for my kids. Not always, okay? I am human, but I do, even though I vent on here and on my very unfiltered channel, I actually do, maintain my stoic facade for my kids. But anyway, so you know what, Christina, she's fine. She's doing great this morning. She's doing so much better. But it just was a delayed reaction and an extended local reaction. But of course, it scared me. And Mimi is one who's very lucky to be alive after many situations in her life, including her birth. And so, it just, to the chaos of all this, like I said, was off of my ADD medication for 5 days because I didn't go and pick it up, and there was this and there was that. And then knowing that the second shot and how badly the first one went and all of that just, combines. So there's all that, but Mimi's doing great this morning. She's off to school. She's fine. But it was just, it just added to the stress or whatever. And then, having a long list of stuff to do, and then James waking up sick this morning and whatever. Okay. And that is why we're doing this live stream. Also, Kimberly Cox sent us a gift, and I finally was able to go and pick it up. Just barely was at the P.O. box. So if you guys have sent stuff and you're like, where is it? Why isn't it there? It wasn't there. I've got a couple messages. If you have tracking numbers for me, please send me tracking numbers so that I know. You guys know I don't live like right next door to the P.O. box. The most I can get there is like once a week. If there are packages waiting for me that have to be picked up or I have to sign for, and I know they're there, I will make the extra effort to go and retrieve them. Hi, Polly, so that they don't get sent back, because that does happen. But you've got to let me know. And I need tracking numbers. Just knowing that something has been sent, I have no way to know when it will arrive, or if it got lost somewhere in Des Moines, or what. I don't know. So please, oh, my fabulous people, if there is something you're sending to me and you've gone out of your way for, in your time and effort and finances to do that, I want to receive it. I want to show it. I want everyone to, be able to see it and enjoy. But I need to know, okay? I need tracking numbers. Obviously, the card, there's not going to be a tracking number, and I get that. Hi, Julie N. I get it this evening. This evening, Julie, this evening. That's why I'm like frazzled. Well, that and, 900 other things. But we've already discussed those, so please, if you missed those, please do watch the rebroadcast, or I can reiterate in like 10 or 15 minutes. Amy, yeah, I do use a lot of harsh chemicals. If I remember in time, I will put on my, bug mask. It's my big, huge, industrial breathing mask that looks like a bug that I got. Hi, Diane. That I got when we had all the fires here. But because I don't remember things or think clearly very often, I totally forgot. Completely forgot. So now I'm just dealing with it. But I've got the windows open and the fan going, and it'll clear out and I'll be fine. It's just aggravating. I just find that I can't get things clean enough on my own with the more natural, non-toxic chemicals because I don't have the physical strength. I have severe rheumatoid arthritis, and I just don't have the physical strength to put in the elbow grease that is necessary with some of those less toxic products. So it's a pick your poison, but literally in this case. Anyway, okay, we're going to go ahead and open this. And this is from Kimberly Cox. Hi, Nikki. And I already knew what it would be because she told me. And I had hoped to, I've tried with vinegar. When I clean, even just like the shower and the toilet and the sink, my hands don't work the next day. And that's like not kidding. That's 100%. I mean, if you guys have RA or other severe arthritis or autoimmune diseases, you know what I'm talking about. Like my hands will be stuck the next day. And that's even with incredibly strong, aggressive chemical cleaners. So it really is, it's just my try. I do. Diane, that is exactly what I am getting tonight. The Moderna second shot. So I wanted to pick this up before I went dumpster diving this last week, but it wasn't, it was there, but I had to do a signature confirmation. Guys, if you can avoid signature confirmations, which I appreciate and I understand, that if you're putting in the time and the money, especially the money, into sending us something, you want to know that it will get to me and that I've signed for it. And I absolutely understand that and acknowledge that. But I'm just going to tell you, I will not be able to get to it as quickly because the P.O. box, the post office that where our P.O. box is not close to me for safety and privacy reasons. And then something that I didn't know when I signed up at that post office is they have really wonky hours. They're not even open on Saturday, like at all. And so I have to go up there during the week, during open hours. And so, if I need to sign for something or to pick something up from, that was too big for one of the boxes. So I'm not saying don't do a signature confirmation because I know you want to make sure your investment gets through and 100% understand that. Just know that it'll be trickier and I may not be able to get to it as quickly. Just throwing that out there. Do with that what you will. So that was the situation here, it did require a signature confirmation. And so, but I was able to go up there this morning and pick them up. And what is it? It's new grabbers. Have you guys seen the grabber situation? I did add a bunch of rubber bands that were, of course, from the dumpsters, so that I could get a little more life out of those last grabbers. But good Lord, it's bad. I don't think that the best, the most efficient grabber has been created yet. I think I need to work with some kind of, hi Michelle, hi Barbara. I need to work with some kind of, well, okay, Crystal, tell me what it is, please. I think I need to work with some kind of product engineer, and maybe all my fellow divers, we can get in on this. Yes, I am doing better at getting in and out of dumpsters, and I'm getting more able to do that, but it's just not always, hi Mabel, not always possible. You guys ask, wouldn't it be faster if you just got in? No, not necessarily. Not this body. No, not necessarily. I have been getting healthier and working on that. I document that on my very unfiltered Frugal Mama's Timeout. But I still struggle that way, and it's still difficult for me. And there are situations, especially the really tall dumpsters, I just can't always get in and out. And I have to use a grabber, a rake, a net, something, right? So I think we should get together and use all of our collective knowledge and experience and design something amazing, some fabulous grabber, because it's not just going to be useful for us. It will be useful for disabled folks, elderly folks, bed-bound, chair-bound, whatever, to have a really solid, durable, heavy-duty kind of, I said duty. Oh, God. You're 40, Julie, not 6. But anyway, I think it would be awesome for us to design our own super awesome grabber. Hey, sponsor people out there who might get word of this. Maybe I should tag some in this. I would love to design something amazing with you. We should do this. But anyway, hello, Doree. Welcome. Michelle, I can get in the bins for me, and it is helpful, but I got so much flack for that. I got threats. We're going to call the things CPS on you. How dare you? What kind of mother are you? I will not be doing that again on video. If we do happen to do that, and he does happen to help me, that'll be something you don't see. And there actually have been situations where one of the kids, usually Reagan, because he's the most able to do that and the lightest, and I can just, lift him right out if I need to. But you won't see it if that does happen. And I won't tell you if that does happen, because no. because everyone wants to tell me how to raise my kids and what I'm doing right or wrong and how they would do it and, whatever, which normally I don't care, whatever, say what you want. That's your business. But when it comes to my kids, that's a different story. And when it comes to threats, which I know a lot of you have not seen because, hi, Tam Tam, because I stay on top of the comments section and I delete and block like crazy. I don't people who disagree with me. I don't do that anymore. Hi, Rita. I don't censor like that. But I do boot people who just put their nose into everything and they know better about everything, and people that are just too much. That, yeah, I'm like, no, you're out. You're done. You're gone. If I wanted to know how to raise my kids, I would go ask someone who has a degree. No offense, but I would. Someone who has a degree, and or has very successfully raised a bunch of kids into like late adulthood. Yeah. Tam Tam, that is one of the risks of putting your family out there. Hi, Michael, my love. Yes, Judy, like that. Ooh, we try not to swear on here. But yes, like that, Judy. Very difficult story, situation that happened. I documented that on our very unfiltered, and that video was extremely unfiltered. Frugal Mama's Timeout, if you're wondering, well, what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, something that happened on the way to Yuma. I'm doing much better from now, but that was traumatic for myself and my family and very frustrating. Hi, Sandy. Thank you so much. Yeah, Amanda, everyone's got their opinion. And the problem is their opinions I didn't ask for, because there's a lot of stuff you guys know. I'll ask your opinion. I'll ask your thoughts. I'll ask for your expertise. And it's so helpful. Then there's other situations and things where I'm like, if I wanted to have the input on that particular topic, I would have asked for it. You guys know I will ask. I will ask and I will receive and I will take things under advisement, but not when it comes to my kids. Nope. So no, you will never, hi Angie, hi Sharon. You will never see ever again any of my kids getting into a dumpster. Even if it does happen, you won't see it and you won't know about it. Because nope. No. That's just not something we're going to do. What else was I saying? Oh, thank you, Judy. I appreciate that. That means a lot. It really means a lot because not everyone thought I handled it perfectly. But we'll talk more about that on the Grown Up channel because that's something else I'm dealing with and processing right now. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, anywho, thank you, Kimberly Cox, for the new grabbers. Thank you, Polly. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yes, Rita, that's right. You don't know what all is in there and you do have to be careful. But I would never send my kids into a dumpster without first raking everything around and checking the safety of that. And you're saying that with concern and with love as a dear friend who has been with us forever. But other people would say it a little bit differently and it's just not helpful. It's not. And wouldn't trust me to do the best for my children, my own children that, I risked my life and limb and body to bring into this world. Like, yeah, just going to throw my kids into any random old dumpster because whatever, why not? Anyway, so thank you, Kimberly. These are fantastic. I look forward to using these this weekend. If everything goes well, tonight with the second shot. And there's Sharon with a 20-pound note. She says, buy something for the garden, XXX. You are the best, Julie. Sharon, you are the best. Thank you so much for that. Oh, I appreciate that. I actually have something in mind. I want to get a rose bush. I know. I said on the gardening channel, I'm holding off on the plants and working on the foundational things. But the thing is, rose bushes, I want to get them established. There's something you need to go ahead and get it growing just like a tree or a shrub. And those, to me, and this is not just rationalizing, this is legit, they are foundational. They are foundational. If you're making a rose garden, you need to get those roses going. I mean, yeah, you got to prep the soil and do all of that, which I will. But those, like I said, like trees or shrubs or whatever, they are foundational plants. So I'm going to get a rose with that. Stay tuned. I'm excited. Anyway, oh Lord. Sandy, suggestions to stop squirrels? Not a clue. Not a clue. I have no idea. I have no idea. You're talking literal squirrels. I live daily with, metaphorical squirrels in my head, and I don't know how to get rid of either. I wish I could help you. If anyone has tips or ideas of humane ways to get squirrels out of your garden, please do share those. Amy, I've never had a problem with keeping rose bushes alive. I've had a problem with many other plants, but never roses. I've never had a problem with roses. I've gotten transplants of roses and stuff like that, and store-bought roses and bare root roses. I've never had a problem growing roses. The only thing I've struggled with is doing starts of roses, which is one of the things I'm working on right now, from the rose that my mother-in-law gave me for my birthday, and I'm trying to get it to root, and that I have struggled with. I've never been able to get a rose like from the store or whatever, like just a stem. I have never been able to get one of those to root. It's just not happened. Yeah, but hopefully this one will work out. We'll see. But I do know, Amy, there are tons of useful tutorials and videos and blogs and everything, and stuff on Skillshare, our current sponsor. Shameless plug. That can help you figure out, because it can be down to soil, it can be down to underwatering and overwatering. Roses are very finicky. Bye, Nikki. Thank you so much for being here. They are very finicky about their watering schedules. They have to you have to do it right. They don't want to be watered at certain times a day. They don't want to be watered too often or too little. They like food. They are hungry plants. If you want them to really perform, they need to be pruned every spring, not like brutally pruned, not the Chelsea chop, but they do need artful, helpful pruning every year. They do take effort. Deadheading weekly when they're in bloom. So there are things that need to be in place. They need enough sun, but not too much sun. I don't know, with roses, really, there's not really too much sun. As long as you prep the soil and you water and feed them enough, you can get away with sun, unless you live like in the desert. That's a whole different story. But if you're not in the desert, then having too much sun, really, it's not an issue, as long as you're taking care of their other needs. But a big issue is not enough sun and too much water. That's what I have found in my self-education through trial and many errors with roses. And we document all of that on Frugal Family Flies Again, our vlog channel, which I do hope you're following. Yes, I would love some thumbs up. That would be great. Thanks, guys. Okay, Michelle asks, are you going to plant or grow your own vegetables and fruit in your garden? I already do. I have perennial herbs that come back every year. We have how many fruit trees? I don't know. And I need to get back to finishing pruning them, or we're gonna be too late. We have an apple tree. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 peach trees. One of them is a different variety. We have a plum tree and a cherry tree. We also have blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. I'm going to be doing strawberries again this year. I think what else? That might be it as far as the stuff that's like pretty much always here. But I am doing tomatoes this year, and probably cucumbers and peppers. Maybe potatoes, because I was unsuccessful with them last year and I really want to conquer potatoes. It's a pride thing, plus also a learning thing. I want to learn. So no, we do edible. Oh, we have grapes too. We have a gorgeous, gorgeous grape arbor thing that I made out of an old swing that I had bought for my dad like 20 years ago. And after he passed, I brought it to my house and made it into a grape arbor. So I have grapes too. Yeah, Angie, it's a lot. And hi, Michelle. There's no way that I will end up getting all of it done. But like Monty Don, my favorite, oh, he's my favorite, on the BBC on Gardener's World, a fabulous British gardener. Like he says, you're never done. Gardening, you're never done. It's just, you're never done. It is a constantly evolving thing. And right, Rachel, isn't he wonderful? I just adore him. It's a constantly evolving thing. As you learn, as you experiment, as you have things change in your life, in your physical ability to deal with a garden or whatever, things are always changing. And especially, as the climate changes and as, things aren't, as standard as they used to be or predictable as they used to be, you're just constantly learning, or as your needs change. Maybe you used to do a massive garden to provide for your family, and you'd be bottling 20 dozen jars of pears or plums or tomatoes or pickles. And now all your kids have grown and moved out. You don't need to be doing that anymore. So you're not going to be growing the same things that you were back then because you don't need that anymore. So gardens and you might say, okay, I'm done growing cucumbers. Now I get to have a rose garden. So it's never done, which is nice. What I would like is to have all the foundational stuff done. That I think can, especially when you have limited space. I have a good sized yard. I actually have a pretty big yard, especially for this day and age, living, right here in the city. But I have a small enough yard that I feel like I don't have the acres and acres that Monty Don does. Okay. I can't just keep expanding and doing new projects and things. No, I can't. So I do feel like at least the foundation, the structure of the garden and the fence can be done. It can be done in my yard. But as far as all of the live stuff and the whatever, that will evolve and that will change, and I will get to it when I do. Frugal Live and have a wonderful day. But like I've said, I have to just prioritize. And this year, my main focus is structural. Getting those structural things done, eradicating plants and things that I put in that I shouldn't have, or things that have blown in or growing through from the neighbor's side or whatever, really dealing with that stuff. And structural things, getting patios done, getting terraces done, getting stone paths and things like that done. 100% done and done right, not in a hurry, not just rushing through and getting it done, which I do tend to do. The RV and all that stuff out there, Julie, none of that's mine. That's all the neighbor. And I don't want to have to see it anymore. That's a huge part of why I want our big cinder block fence. So I don't have to see any of that crap anymore. Yeah, I hate it. And they don't take care of their weeds over there. So we get all their weeds coming in. And it's awful. I hate it. I really do. I hate it. It's so frustrating. Yeah, none of that is mine. That's all the neighbors. And here's the thing is that the neighbors, I'm surrounded by apartments on both sides, which sucks for so many reasons. But the one that has all the guy that owns it, he doesn't live there or anything, but he uses it as storage. So cars or trucks that are from the family, a lot of his kids and stuff actually do live there, kind of rotating, and it's a mess. But anyway, but anytime he's got something he doesn't want to store on his property or whatever, his main property, it'll get stored here. Or if he's doing a favor for a family member or whatever, it gets stored here. I don't know how the tenants that are not family, how they put up with it. I don't know. And so, yeah, it's all like right there next to my yard. They've knocked over our trees before, backing stuff in, and just, it is ridiculous. And my husband's like, they're going to back into whatever fence we put up. Well, that's why, I'm putting up a cinder block fence that is much stronger, but also I'm going to, on that side, paint it like bright orange, bright yellow. I'm going to put reflecting, what are those little reflectors for lights? I'm going to put all of that. No, they're not mine. So no, I can't sell them. Oh, I wish I could just get them out of there. But I'm going to paint it all these colors. I am going to put reflectors and all of this. So there is no excuse. I've also thought of having like sensors or something on that. I mean, I'm not kidding. If we're going to invest a fortune into this cinder block fence, I don't want it getting hit into. Then we have that on the other side. There's a chain link fence that, for whatever reason, when people come around the corner from those apartments, it's been hit so many times. It is so frustrating. So I would like to put, that's a great idea, Sharon. I would like to do a stone fence along there too, but I don't think we can afford that. I don't know. I've thought of doing, at least in the spot that they tend to hit all the time, to put up some kind of stone barrier or something. I don't know. It's tricky. Yeah. It's like, people, can you just not hit into our stuff? Is it really that hard? Anyway, the beauty of having neighbors in close proximity and having apartments on each side, and this is I've lived in apartments, okay? I have no gripe with that. I have no judgment with that. But one thing that I've noticed in the 13 years of living here in between apartments as a homeowner is that if you don't have to fix it, if it's not yours and you're only going to be there for 6 months or a year, even 2 years, you don't care. It is what it is. Am I wrong? You don't care. Some people do. I've planted whole gardens in places that I rented. I've painted doors. I've painted walls. I've done those things, but not everyone is like me. And in our experience, my experience here, living in between apartment complexes, they don't care because it's not theirs. The landlord has to pay for it. The owner has to pay for it. The conglomerate has to pay for it. The corporation has to pay for it, and they don't. And so there isn't that same camaraderie that you would have with neighbors that you're going to live next to for 25 years. It's different. It is. And it's unfortunate. And it's something that we did not think about when we bought this house. I was just throwing this out there. I was 6 months pregnant and headed out to Dallas for a Mary Kay convention when we bought this house. And we were being evicted from what we were renting because the guy was selling or giving the house to his kids. So we were in a time crunch and it was what it was. And we did not do our due diligence. Like, no, I don't pay rent, Rita. We own our home. I pay mortgage. And we do. Someone asked if we have insurance. Yes, we absolutely do. You have to. With a home loan, you do have to have insurance. And we do, which is great. I think even if you don't have a mortgage, you should have insurance because anything can happen. Someone can trip on their way up your walk and they can sue you. I don't know if you guys knew that. They can. Neighbor's kid can be bouncing on your trampoline and break their arm and it's on you. Hi, Shirley. So you should always have homeowners insurance, at least the bare minimum liability. Yeah. Anyway, yes, Julie, homeowners insurance would help cover that, but we would also have to pay a deductible. And because the people that do it are renting, they don't have that kind of insurance that we can. So we would have to like go to small claims court, or we would have to, we'd have to sue them. It's a thing that I'm hoping to avoid by putting up bright colors and reflectors and CDs, DVDs, whatever. Hopefully we can avoid that. That's my goal. My other goal is to move. You guys know this, but we are currently, I don't know how it is everywhere, but yeah, Sharon, yeah, it does raise the price of your premiums if you put in a bunch of claims, especially for just like a fence pole getting knocked over. So we're in a housing bubble thing. The market is in a bubble here in Utah where the housing prices are astronomical, insane, above what they're actually worth right now. It is so nuts. Makes no sense. It's just a product of many factors, and our home value has more than doubled what we paid for it, our initial mortgage 13 years ago, which is so cool. If we were moving out of state, we could totally make bank off this, but we're not moving. And so to buy a house in Utah, we couldn't afford it. We could not afford, we own our home and we can afford this because we bought it 13 years ago, but we could not sell our house and also buy a house in the current market. So we're kind of stuck right now, which sucks, but it's also why I'm making the improvements and things that just need doing if we're staying in this house. But my ultimate goal is to move, which you're like, then why are you doing all this stuff and putting in all this stuff and money and da da da? Because I live here. I live here and I want to be comfortable here. And I want to also invest in our property because eventually the bubble will burst and then our value will go down. Who knows how much? And so I do want to continue investing in our biggest asset, our house, our property. But I also want to more enjoy living here, while I live here, not just wait till we're getting ready to sell and make everything awesome for someone else that's going to come live here. I want to do it for us, for me. Hi, Jen LFC. Renee, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here. But anyway, the ultimate goal is to move and to have a one floor house, no stairs. You guys know, with these knees and a progressive condition, I want to be away from stairs. Bye-bye stairs. None on the porch. None, no multiple floors, not even like a cellar, nothing. I just want one floor. Someday. And I want one big open room. The house doesn't need to be big. I just want one big open room where I can have all my family gather together and be comfortable. Yeah, that's the ultimate goal. But that won't be anytime soon. And you guys remember, we had a goal of either selling, or building onto the house within 5 years. Well, life and the world, they don't always play into your plans. Usually they don't. Mostly they don't. And so you have to adapt and adjust and just deal. We can't build on either, which I would love to do. And we have the room to do. And this would be the ideal time to do as far as in our family life, at the ages that our kids are and everything. But we can't afford to do that either because along with the insane housing market, Doree, thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your tea. Cheers. But the lumber prices are insane. They are an all-time record high. You want to go build a shed? It's going to be like building a house. It's going to cost as much as a house 10 years ago. It's insane. So no, we can't do that either. No. Knocking down walls and things that we want to do, getting the stairs redone. No. And that is a huge part of why I'm focusing on the yard and the things that we can get done, which brings me to today's hopeful message and bit of deep and existential thoughts. Hi, Jen. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, Julie, I would love to have one of those. My brother has one, and I would love to have that. Oh, that'd be so great. But there are so many things going on in our lives right now, frugal friends. This is like Jerry Springer's final thoughts. You guys remember Jerry Springer? Oh, those were the days. But anyway, there are so many things going on in our lives, in our homes, in our families, at work, in our environment, in the world as a whole right now. You guys know this. And you can't do anything about them. They are not things that you can change. You can respond to them. You can choose how you react and stuff like that. That's what you have control of. And I know in a time of like zero control, it's good to have something to control. And that's what you've got. You've got your attitude, your response, and it's up to you what you're going to do with the things that life throws at you, sometimes like aggressively throws at you. But there are some things like your attitude or tangible things, like for me, putting up a fence where I can't fix my stairs, I can't knock down walls, I'm wonderful, Jen. Oh, I'm so fabulous. Thank you. So much better now that I've done this live stream that I desperately needed. I'll update you on that in just a moment. But anyway, my thought, what I want to give to you today from my heart and from what is keeping me sane and helping me to have some kind of progress and be productive is focusing on what are the things I can do. What can I put my time, energy, and resources into where there's so much that's out of my control that I just can't do anything about? What can I do? What can I accomplish? What can I fix or improve or whatever? And in our situation, that means instead of focusing on the fact that my plans got blown up and thrown out the window, we can't sell, we can't build on. What we can do is get rid of some stuff so that the space we do have isn't being taken up as much. And that also comes down to less dumpster diving, less bringing stuff in when I know I can't handle it. It also comes down to putting up more shelves or finding, better solutions for organizing and storing if you do have to store things, but also just getting rid of as much stuff as possible. So I can focus on that. I can focus on keeping my house clean as best as I can, because how can you go thinking about getting a new place or adding on to a place and you're not even taking care of or honoring the place you already have? So that's something else I'm working on. And then where I want desperately to either move or to build on or whatever and can't, I can focus on, okay, these are the things out in the yard that desperately need attention, or the fact that we have got to get a new car in July. That has to happen. There are other things, if you see what I'm saying, and all the stuff needs to get done, okay, at some point. But there's no way to do all of the stuff right now. For whatever reason, if it's COVID, if it's life, if it's money, if it's whatever, okay? Let those other things, even though they're important and they matter, and you deal with them on a daily basis, do what you can to shift the focus. And it's not easy. I know that. It's not easy, okay? But try, if you can, to put that energy and that focus, that time, those resources into the other things, because I know, hi, Deborah, I know everyone's got a list a mile long of all the stuff that needs doing. So instead of stressing out and making yourself crazy and depressed and crawling into a hole, although sometimes we do that and it's necessary, instead of doing that, just massive load of stuff that you can't do, get down and start focusing on, is there something I can do? Is there anything in this list that I actually can do? Oh, there's something I can do. Okay, let's focus on that and get that done. And that's why I'm doing all the gardening, putting all of my time and my energies into the foundational things there and the structural things there, and doing that stuff right, and knowing nobody's chatting goodbye. Betty, I don't know about you sometimes, Betty. Nobody's chatting. There's a whole comment section going on here. I just don't know about you, Betty, sometimes. I don't know. But I'm sending love and positivity, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye. Jen, I'm good. Jen LFC, I'm good. I am feeling much better now. This has been a very stressful morning. Thank you, Miss Jean. Oh, I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know, Diane. I don't know diving with R5. It's kind of a pattern that I've seen in comments. I'm grateful for all of our viewers, and I know that we can't all be positive all the time, but if you are going to take the time to comment, know that here we try to keep an uplifting environment as much as possible, and it matters to our community. And so when you're in the comments, if you can contribute, thank you so much. If you're not able to contribute to that, please don't do it. And people who need the uplifting and the positivity, and they come to this community for that. And I want to be able to continue to be able to facilitate that and to curate that as much as possible. I understand we all have bad days, bad weeks, bad years. I've had those. It's just that, exactly, Gil, exactly. Thank you, my darling. This is a place where we just try on this channel to keep things optimistic and positive, not toxic positivity, because that's not good either. We all have problems, we have feelings, and we need to deal with that. Okay. But here, I know that so many, especially during these difficult times, oh, Tina, this is where we come together as a community to lift each other up. And I know that's not always possible. And if it's not possible and you need some of the love, you need to fill your cup, then let us know in a constructive way. Let us know in the comments, guys, I need a howdy, hi, hey, I need someone to just send me some love today. I need some of your vibes. Those that, are into prayer and that thing. I need that from someone. Let us know that. Okay. But to immediately get negative or to always comment on the negative or the whatever, it's not helpful in this community. If you don't agree with me on something, I'm not going to automatically kick you out of the comments. Okay. I'm not going to do that. I used to, but I've matured, and I'm not going to do that. But if you bring down the community on a consistent basis, I can't have that. We can't have that. I get messages from people that say, I'm going through cancer treatment right now. My kid just died. My house burned down. I lost my job. My husband left me. I had to have my leg amputated or arm or whatever. These are literal messages that I get, which can be very overwhelming sometimes. I'm just going to say it can be a lot of pressure. That's why I have my very unfiltered Frugal Mama's Timeout, where I don't need to worry about always being positive and always, feeding and always providing. But here, that's what we're doing here. And I get messages all the time, and I know I'm not great at answering all of them, but I'm working on that. But I do see them. I do read them. I do read every comment. I may not respond to every comment, but I do read every single one. People here, they need love. They need some kind of hope, or even just distraction. And oh, thank you, Jen. So if you can't give, if you can't fill someone else's cup, I 100% understand that, because I can't do it all the time either. Okay. I'm going on and on about this, but it really is important. It really is important. And maybe I should talk about it more often. I don't know, but especially in these trying times, this needs to be a happy place. I'm not saying fake happy. Okay. Not fake happy, because that's not healthy. But let's just try to keep this as an uplifting community. There are vent channels, there are drama channels. There are places where you can go and rip the whole world apart in the comments, and everyone's there for that. And they're in, and they're like, yes, let's all drag each other down in the bucket, and none of us ever get out. And if that's what you need to do it. Go there, let all that out. Whatever. I hope you can get out of it too, but let's just not do that here. I'm not saying be fake. I'm not saying toxic positivity. I'm just saying this community is a place of hope. If you are struggling, if you need some love, let us know, and we try to bring the whole thing down. None of us are perfect. We're all just people with real lives that nobody knows anything about, you know? There's my preaching for today. Sure to tip your waiters on the way out. Anyway, focus on what you can control. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. These are crazy times. I feel like I've been saying that forever. And I guess I have, because it continues. I'm going in to get my second shot, my second dose of the vaccine tonight. I do not know how it's going to go. I got the first one and it didn't go great. It could have been worse, but it didn't go great. And I'm preparing myself today for however it will go. I believe in getting it. I am going to get it. And we'll deal with it because I feel like being part of the solution and doing my best. And because I know that if I were to contract COVID, it would be a very bad situation for me and my family. It would be very bad. And I know that. Seeing how it's gone with my family that have had it, and with all of my pre-existing conditions and special circumstances, I don't want to get it. So if you have thoughts on, oh, well, you shouldn't get the vaccine, I don't need any of that. That's not helpful. You can do that somewhere else. There's plenty of other places to do that. But here, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I am doing for myself and my family. But I am nervous about it. Real life human, with lots of past traumatic medical experiences and situations. I will, of course, I'll let you all know how it's going. Please bear with me. I am going to do my absolute best to be dumpster diving this weekend, because as I've said, that's my bread and butter and it pays the bills, and Mom's getting a new car in July. Thank you for your patience, though, if stuff doesn't go well, and thank you for your love and your support. You guys know I am not religious, but I do appreciate your expressions of hope and of faith and of prayers and all that, as long as you don't get too preachy to me and trying to pressure me with it and put it onto me. But I do appreciate all of that positivity and that love and that faith and that hope that you do send to me. I'm honored. I'm flattered. I am humbled by that love in whatever form that you guys do send, and I appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. I do believe in a kind of positive energy that we can impart, that we can share, that we can derive, with and from each other. And so thank you for that. I will know one way or another how it goes if I'm able. But I will tell you, I mean, I've actions in the last 10 years, and as long as it doesn't go that route, then I will let you know how it's going. If you don't hear from me tonight, a quick, brief upload, then you'll know. Okay? I know that sounds so effing melodramatic, but it's reality for me. So take it how you want, respond how you want. I know most of you will just be fabulous, and there will be a couple of bad apples that, and I'm okay with that. I don't care. Whatever. I'm the one who's lived through it, not everybody else. So if I am not able to put a video up tonight, then you'll know, and please be patient and bear with me and my family, and we'll figure it out, Thank you, Crystal. Thanks, guys. You're wonderful. Yeah, Sandy, I will absolutely be taking you guys for a ride in the new car in July, because we are doing it. It's a grown-up thing that, damn it, it just has to be done, and I'm doing it. Same as how I'm going to get a fence put in. We got to get it done. Tina, best of luck to you. Best of luck, everyone. I'm so glad we did this. Oh, I'm so glad we did this. Yes, buckle up, everyone. You can still die from other stuff. You can still get sick from other stuff. I know you're saying that about the car and the thing, but it's true, though. It is true. You need to buckle up. Let's take care of ourselves in all the other ways, too. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. So stay tuned. I will let you know tonight, if at all possible. But like I said, the lack of letting you know will also let you know. And we'll just go from there. That's all we can do. And can I just say thank you so much for number one, the generous super chat donation. That is amazing. And for being here, and for these fabulous new grabbers, and for your time, whether on the live stream or the rebroadcast, and for all the thumbs up. You guys are fantastic. And for those who have subscribed and everything, I appreciate you so much. We freaking passed 19,000 subscribers. It's amazing to me. It's insane to me, and it's wonderful. And and those are the kinds of things that I'm going to be focusing on. Thank you, Cardi. I appreciate that. Those are the kinds of things I'm going to be focusing on as I prepare throughout the rest of the day. Yeah, I'm stalling. I am so absolutely stalling. I am stalling. But I'm glad we did this. This absolutely helped to distract me, at least for a little bit. And we'll get back to it all. Stop stalling. Stop stalling. Stop stalling. I will talk to you later, one way or another. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a beautiful day. I wish you good things, beautiful things.